Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Antonio Norman, and they call me The Truth, and I'm bringing to you today's results tip. All right, and this is gonna be, they all is important, but this one's gonna be really important for health reasons, for you to be a better person, and basically, and also to save people, the ladies and gentlemen out there, because this is gonna relate to both men and women, to save the both of you's money. Okay, so some of you may or some of you may not have heard of this, but I know personally I don't see this talked about enough. I have come across some things, some articles here and there, and somebody talking about it briefly on their social media platforms here and there, but it's nothing too serious. So I basically just want to just jump right into it, and as the title reads, we're going to be talking about supplements, but not just any supplements. We're about to talk about pre-workouts, because I've heard it all. If you're going to buy a supplement, that works, make sure you buy a pre-workout, because it's caffeine and it helps you through your workout. All right, so that's what majority I hear all the time, is that. But they don't, as always, a lot of people don't really get into it on the reason why you should take it, and the main reason why I'm making this right here is the reason why you should not be taking it. And if you're gonna take it, make sure you do what I'm about to talk about. Now let's jump right into it. Hey, pre-workouts. Some of you may know, and some of you may not know, that some of them has high stimulant caffeine in it. I'm talking 300 milligrams in each scoop, if not more. And some of them will have a little moderate stimulants, and I would say anywhere between 100 to 200 grams of caffeine. Now, depending on your tolerance, this is what you want to shoot for. Some people are caffeine sensitive, and some people it can tolerate caffeine like no other. Each and every day people drink coffee, so that builds your immune system, and that builds your tolerance to caffeine. So that means you will have to take a little bit more high stims to even feel it. Now, the main reason why I'm making this, I'm going live and talking about this, is because one, pre-workouts can be very dangerous, especially when you want to jump to 300, 400. I think I've even seen some like 450 grams of caffeine in there. And then you got your younger generation out there, which that's the main people I want to really hit, that they see all these other people on social media, they be taking 2 scoops, saying, oh, this is how a beast supposed to take it, and all this other crazy stuff. And they don't really talk about how many milligrams that they may have in their pre-workout. So you may buy a pre-workout that's high stims, I'm talking 450 grams of caffeine, etc., and then you taking 2 scoops of pre-workout. Well, let's do the math, people. Let's say you get your pre-workout is 400 milligrams of caffeine, and all of a sudden you taking 2 scoops rapidly before your workout. Well, you just consumed 800 grams of caffeine. Now let's talk about it. Now, for one, that's in a danger zone of you passing out. That's in the danger zone of you getting nausea, throwing up, and just overworking your heart more than what it should. If anybody don't know what caffeine does, it speeds up your heart rate. It gets you pumped. It gets you really focused on whatever it is you're doing. But the point of that is, that's the whole point of caffeine, is to build your heart rate up so you can get stimulated to do whatever you're going to do. So if you're taking 800 grams, and I'm not talking about in moderation. I'm talking about people who take 2 scoops rapidly, back to back. So you consuming that amount of caffeine all in one setting, again, that is very dangerous. So make sure, the point of this, make sure you turn your pre-workout over to know exactly how much caffeine you're consuming each and every time per scoop. And it has a breakdown for you in every supplement store. Okay, so be cautious with it. Think before you buy it. Don't just go with the label says in front of it so you can buy it. Okay, full intensity, this, that, and the third. Make sure you turn it over. Like I said before in my previous live videos, I never go by what it says on front of the label. That's for rookies. People who know what they're looking for and who's been doing this for a while, I don't care what it says on the front of the label or how the packaging looks. I'm turning it over. I'm looking at the nutrition facts. I want to see what I'm buying, and I want to see what I'm consuming. I want to invite everybody out there to do the same thing. Now let's keep talking about it. That's one half of pre-workouts. So let's say you actually do this and you know how much caffeine you take each and every day. You stay in that safety zone. But you take it every day for a couple reasons. You may say, oh, well, I don't, I feel down and out when I'm going to the gym. My job is already stressful and draining me out, so I need a little pick-me-up before I hit to the gym. Okay, no problem. So your 250 or 200 milligrams of caffeine that you're taking, you take it every day. Okay, or every time you work out. Okay, fine. Now, you're going to see very fast, very, very fast, that you are getting your body familiar with that particular pre-workout and caffeine. Hence what I just said. People who take coffee each and every day, they build up a tolerance. There's no different when it comes to pre-workout. So then you see these same people who was in that safety zone. Now they say to themselves, well, I was taking, 200, 250 milligrams. I don't feel it anymore. So now it's time for me to do what? Boost it and give me a higher stimulant pre-workout. Now that's when you start creeping up into that unsafe zone. Because now you're saying to yourself, well, I was taking 2 to 250 milligrams of caffeine, but now that's not a problem with me. So now I'm about to move up to 300 and 350. You see what I'm getting at? And you do the exact same thing. Each and every time you work out, you're taking these scoops, Maybe you're really feeling down and out, so now you're taking 2 scoops. So for you people out there who's kind of advanced, but you're doing the exact same thing what I just mentioned, and don't really calculate that next step, make sure you stay monitoring to this. Make sure you be safe with it. Okay? And you don't need all this caffeine to get a good workout in. You don't. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you go to the gym and you actually, what they call it, beast moded out, or you actually having a very effective workout and your heart starts to beat fast, you start to really get into it, you take less breaks, trust me when I tell you, you're not going to need any pre-workout. I haven't took a pre-workout for about 2 months now, if not longer. I don't need it because I'm in competition prep mode, and my bodybuilding coach has me in conditioning, so it's short breaks, intensity is through the roof. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what would I do if I had a pre-workout on top of the type of training that I'm doing right now. But the point of that is also to tell people you don't need pre-workouts. But if you're the type that go around coasting, talk to your buddy, take all these long breaks, of course you're going to need caffeine to keep you focused when you're taking all these breaks. Okay? So this is just a quick tip for all yous out there who's want to take pre-workout, who's currently on pre-workout, and again for your younger generation out there who you see all these other people who take all these scoops of pre-workout, but they don't really get intel of what it consists of and how it may harm you and all this other stuff. Okay? So I'm about to sign out right now. I will talk to everybody later. This is another episode of today's results tip with the truth, and I will talk to everybody later. Peace.